1. What is the primary objective of the Digital Personal Data Protection Act, 2023, DPDP Act, in India? A. To regulate the use of digital technology. B. To ensure the protection of personal data and privacy of individuals. C. To enhance the digital infrastructure of India. D. To monitor the activities of data processes. Correct answer. B. To ensure the protection of personal data and privacy of individuals. 1. Who are considered data fiduciaries under the DPDP Act? A. Individuals who own their personal data. B. Entities that process data on behalf of another entity. C. Entities that determine the purpose and means of processing personal data. D. Governmental organizations managing citizen data. Correct answer. C. Entities that determine the purpose and means of processing personal data. 1. Which right allows individuals to correct inaccuracies in their personal data according to the DPDP Act? A. Right to access. B. Right to correction. C. Right to erasure. D. Right to grievance redressal. Correct answer. B. Right to correction. 1. What kind of personal data requires explicit consent from the individual before processing, as per the DPDP Act? A. Digital personal data. B. Sensitive personal data. C. Non-sensitive personal data. D. Public personal data. Correct answer. B. Sensitive personal data. 1. Which entity is responsible for enforcing the DPDP Act? A. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. B. The Data Protection Board of India. C. The Supreme Court of India. D. Data protection offices within each organization. Correct answer. B. The Data Protection Board of India. 1. How does the DPDP Act affect entities outside India? A. It does not apply to entities outside India. B. It applies only if they have a physical presence in India. C. It applies if they process the personal data of individuals located in India. D. It applies based on international treaties. Correct answer. C. It applies if they process the personal data of individuals located in India. 1. What constitutes a breach notification under the DPDP Act? A. Any unauthorized access to personal data. B. Only breaches that result in financial loss. C. Breaches that are likely to result in significant harm to individuals. D. All data processing activities that are not compliant with the Act. Correct answer. C. Breaches that are likely to result in significant harm to individuals. 1. What are the penalties for non-compliance with the DPDP Act? A. Public apology. B. Mandatory data protection training. C. Fines and suspension of data processing activities. D. Jail time for the CEO of the data fiduciary. Correct answer. C. Fines and suspension of data processing activities. 1. Can personal data be transferred outside of India under the DPDP Act? A. Yes, but only to countries specified by the Indian government. B. No, all personal data must be stored within India. C. Yes, without any restrictions. D. Yes, but only with explicit consent from the data principal. Correct answer. A. Yes, but only to countries specified by the Indian government. 1. Which of the following is not a right provided to individuals by the DPDP Act? A. Right to data portability. B. Right to be forgotten. C. Right to prevent sales of data. D. Right to grievance redressal. Correct answer. C. Right to prevent sales of data. 1. What role do data processes play under the DPDP Act? A. They decide the purpose of data processing. B. They process data on behalf of data fiduciaries. C. They regulate data processing standards. D. They audit data processing activities. Correct answer. B. They process data on behalf of data fiduciaries. 1. How does the DPDP Act define digital personal data? A. Data that can be digitally processed. B. Personal data that includes digital signatures. C. Any information relating to an identified or identifiable natural person. D. Data stored in digital format only. Correct answer. C. Any information relating to an identified or identifiable natural person. 1. What is the significance of data localization in the context of the DPDP Act? A. It mandates all data processing to happen outside India. B. It allows for unrestricted data transfer internationally. C. It specifies certain data to be stored within India. D. It requires all data to be encrypted. Correct answer. C. It specifies certain data to be stored within India. 1. In the event of a data breach, who must be notified according to the DPDP Act? A. Only the Data Protection Board of India. B. The affected individuals and the Data Protection Board of India. C. No notification is required. D. Only the affected individuals. Correct answer. B. The affected individuals and the Data Protection Board of India. 1. What is required for the processing of sensitive personal data under the DPDP Act? A. Government approval. B. Consent from the data principal. C. A court order. D. Notification to the Data Protection Board of India. Correct answer. B. Consent from the data principal. 1. What exemptions might the DPDP Act provide for certain data fiduciaries? A. Exemption from all provisions of the Act. B. Exemption based on the volume and nature of the data processed. C. Exemption from breach notification. D. Exemption from obtaining consent for data processing. Correct answer. B. Exemption based on the volume and nature of the data processed. 1. Which authority is tasked with investigating data breaches under the DPDP Act? A. The Cyber Crimes Unit of the Indian Police. B. The Ministry of Home Affairs. C. The Data Protection Board of India. D. Independent data auditors. Correct answer. C. The Data Protection Board of India. 1. What constitutes reasonable security practices under the DPDP Act? A. Measures as defined by the data fiduciary. B. Use of end-to-end encryption only. C. Practices prescribed by the Data Protection Board of India. D. Annual security audits. Correct answer. C. Practices prescribed by the Data Protection Board of India. 1. Can an individual request the deletion of their personal data under the DPDP Act? A. Yes, at any time and without reason. B. Yes, but only if the data is no longer necessary for the purpose it was collected. C. No, once collected, data cannot be deleted. D. Yes, but only after 10 years. Correct answer. B. Yes, but only if the data is no longer necessary for the purpose it was collected. 1. How are penalties determined for violations of the DPDP Act? A. Based on the severity of the violation and potential harm to individuals. B. A fixed penalty for all types of violations. C. Penalties are determined by public voting. D. Based on the annual revenue of the data fiduciary. Correct answer. A. Based on the severity of the violation and potential harm to individuals.